morning. This is Lisa Schmid with Saturday in the Studio. Welcome, welcome. I had such a fun time last night. We had some demonstrators over who have signed up underneath me, and we just stamped and laughed, and oh, it was so wonderful. And one lady said, I haven't been able to stamp with people in forever, or I don't have any friends to stamp with right now. So, you know, if you're looking for a creative outlet and you look at the catalog and think, oh my stars and garters, I want it all, let me show you how to get it all and to enjoy stamping with other demonstrators. I provide all the stamping, all the cards. They're all cut and ready to go, so that's kind of fun for you because you just have to show up. So, all right, let me show you what we're going to use this morning. We are going to use our Party Puffins. The Party Puffins, I've used them before, and I just think they are too cute. I call them penguins. I don't know why, but when we were sometimes call them that. But Party Puffins. So we've got Happy Birthday, Make a Wish, to someone who makes others happy. You're the best from all of us. I love the candles. Of course, the fish is my all-time favorite, and then these little guys. So, and the cake, of course. So let me show you what I'm going to make. I'm going to make a shaker card, and I've made shaker cards before, but we have these new, let's see what they're called. They're called shaker shapes. There we go. They're called shaker shapes, and Dave will put the number in the chat. It's 1555669. Yep, so he's going to put those in the chat in a moment. But isn't that so fun? So I purposely stamped these up a little bit. I was trying to look for something to have them sit on, like a designer series paper, and it just worked really well to have them sit up. So let's go ahead and get started. So I just have this paper I've gone in a 1/2 inch, so it just fits inside. Let me back up a second. The first thing I needed to do is I cut a frame, and that of course is using our color and contour dies, which I show you this probably every week because it is one of my, these are so versatile. So I'm using my color and contour dies. This one is the one I used, and die cut that out. Then I wanted to make sure my paper was just, this piece of paper is 4 by 5 1/4. And I wanted to make sure that this was just underneath that so it wouldn't show on the edges here. So this one is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get stamping on this guy. They are so fun. I'm just using my Memento Black, and like I said, I want to stamp them up a little ways because, you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, I want to stamp them up a little ways because all the confetti is going to sit on the bottom. Okay, so there's one puffin. I'm going to put this cake in the middle. Right there, so it looks like he's like sniffing or ready to blow out the candles. And then I'm going to put this other puffin. And I am not a big, I really don't like cutting things out. It's probably a patience thing. Imagine that. But, so I like to do the puffins flat on something that I don't have to cut them out, that they're still going to look really, really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and color these. But while I'm coloring them, I want to tell you to use these, or to make the simplest shaker card, instead of, you might have remembered how we used to do them, this time we are just going to use our little cello envelopes. And you get 50 of them in a packet, so you can make, and I think it's, Dave's going to look it up, I think it's about $5. It's not very much for 50 of them. And I'm using the, not the brush end, the tip end, so that I can get a little bit more control here, because my space is small.
Good morning, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
That wasn't such a fun surprise this morning.
What's that?
Her cat brought her a bunny.
Oh, ish, and a lot. Ew, our dog used to do that. So anyway, the puffins are just happy. They are just little happy guys that make me smile. And so that is just a fun little thing here. Keep coloring. So anyway, the cello bags are super inexpensive, easy way to make a shaker card, and very, very fun. Can you just grab me a yellow, dear heart? I forgot. I put it away thinking I didn't need it because I had originally done that little pom-pom as yellow. And if you actually have a pom-pom, that could be fun. Or, ooh, I have an idea on this one that we're going to add to that. Thank you. So, yeah. Don't forget, little commercial while we're waiting. Coming up is the Quick Stamp is coming up on July 8th. And that you want to register for. We're making 4 cards, which I'll show you at the end. But aren't these guys so cute? I just think they're so much fun. Of course, it helps that, I don't know if you know this, but lime green, this Granny Apple Green is my favorite color in the whole wide world. And this combination of really bright colors, it's me. It just screams me. Yes?
So are you going to use the cello bag or the clear envelope?
Clear envelope. Clear envelope. Thank you for clarifying. All right, so that is colored in, and like I said, I floated them up a little bit. And if you wanted to, one thing you can always do, I'll do it in, I think, the yellow. One thing you can always do is pick a light color, perhaps gray, and you can always kind of ground the things, whatever it is that you're making, by just drawing a little scribble on the bottom. Makes it look like they're standing there as opposed to floating in the air. So if that's helpful for you. Okay, let's go ahead and put them in our little cello envelope.
Clear envelope.
Clear envelope, excuse me. That's what it's called, clear envelopes?
Yes.
Clear envelopes.
And those are $6 for 50.
6 for 50, awesome. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and tape this down. Not that part, that's where we need to put in our sprinkles. Oh, I had an idea. You could always put one of the sprinkles up there, which I thought would be fun, but I'm this far, so I'll keep going. Go ahead and just use regular old Scotch tape and tape it down, because you don't really need anything fancy underneath. We're not going to be able to see it anyway, but I am going to tape it all the way to the edge here so that up here I don't have a gap. Okay, so I'm making this really tight. All right, I'm going to use the sprinkles. I call them sprinkles that Dave borrowed to grab the number of. Here they are. So I'm going to use these shaker shapes. Look how fun these are. Oh my goodness. They're like a little bit foamy. So we've got the little green circles, pink, polished pink hearts, and the daffodil stars. Aren't those so fun? So let's go ahead and dump some in here. You can put as many or as few as you want. Okay, I think that's, what I'm looking at is I want it to kind of cover the bottom, and I could put more in, but I think I'm pretty good with that. All right, now I'm going to pull this and go ahead, and it's got adhesive on it, so that's fine. So that is all sealed up. I'm using Granny Apple Green as my card base. I'm going to cover these shaker shapes, because you know what would happen. You dump them on the floor, and then I'd be picking up every single one. I would not want to miss one of those. So Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to just glue this, adhere this straight on here. Actually, yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick it on, looking at the edges to make sure it's in the center. Now for this, I am going to use my tear and, no I'm not. I would normally use my tear and tape, but I'm going to use this. I think this will be okay.
Good morning, Barb. We're off to sort of a interesting conversation in the chat regarding pets and their presents that they bring us.
Oh, at least the head. Nasty. All right. Isn't this just so cute? I mean, you'd get this, and I just think it's cheerful and fun. You just can't help but shake it. It doesn't matter if they're all over the place. Okay, now when I put on my little frame here, I am going to use the adhesive. I'm going to use these adhesive strips because I really want it to stick up all the way around. So I'm going to use these instead of like just dimensionals. And because this is already kind of thick, I don't want to just glue it on. I just think it would not look very good and not sit very well. So, and as you can see, when I put these on, I literally just tear them. I've got one on my finger. I just tear them to be the right length. I don't worry about anything really. So I have a couple gaps here. That is just fine. It's still going to really hold everything in. I love these little strips sometimes. For one thing, they're quicker. if you are trying to do a larger area instead of using the, I don't know if you see what I'm doing here also, if instead of using the dots, if you squish and pull towards you, see how that, I don't know if you can see, that comes right up. As I squish and pull towards me, that comes right up, so it makes it easy. All right, let's put our frame on. Again, I'm looking at I want to make sure the white is covered. I'm making sure that I'm even on all the edges. But it's not done yet. We need to have a little sentiment, right? We need to have, say, happy birthday. So I am using right here the pretty, I had the name. Pick it. No, that's not it, I don't think. Anyway, he's going to look it up for me because he's that good. And we'll go ahead and put happy birthday on here. Again, just in black. I just looked that up before I came on and I already forgot. That's okay. I'm going to go pretty close to the edge. And you'll notice my paper is not cut perfectly yet, and that's okay, because I'm going to go ahead and cut it with my little paper cutter.
Banners, pick a punch.
There it is. Banners, pick a punch. Thank you. I was like, I just looked it up. The thing I like about the Banners, pick a punch is, first off, I have 2 designs to choose from, and then I have several different widths. Can you see that? There's, it's 1 inch, 3/4, and a half. So, and sometimes I write on the bottom here. And then these fun little, get those, how can I get those so you can see them? The fun little different shapes there. I think my little tab here is a little bit too wide, however. So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller.
Actually, I just noticed you were using a different one today. This is the Lovely Labels pick a punch.
That's right, Lovely Labels. Thank you. Lovely Labels. Lovely Labels. Switched it up on Dave. Lovely Labels. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and punch our lovely label. Now, even though these, this punch has these little ridges, sometimes it's hard to get your paper exactly. See how I can move it a little bit? So what I'm going to do is actually flip it over, and I'm going to look at this end, because I want to make sure that it's centered. There we go. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So I like to do it upside down, because you see, I could go very flat, but I feel like sometimes there's a little give that I don't want to happen. There we go. And of course we're going to glue this on right here, but then that's not all. So just wait. Let's go ahead and stick it on.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there is more. I'm going to use my little shaker shapes, and I'm going to go ahead and put 2 little dots. One here. Okay, last night one of my demonstrator friends had a little box she made that this stuck in it, and just so it could stay upright. I said, that is brilliant. Can you make me one? I could probably make one too. But all right, let's pick up, using my take a pick, I can easily pick up one of these little things and just and stick it on there. I'm going to use stars this time. On my original I used the little circles. Aren't those fun? And the other thing, I mean, if you wanted to, you could do the frame, you could do, gosh, you could go crazy with these. So that is my super quick and fun shaker card. I'm telling you, look at this. So here's the other one I made. Isn't that so fun? They're awesome. There's the green dots versus the yellow stars. But very fun. And I thought, so I thought of putting crystal effects underneath here. Not crystal effects. Wink of Stella. I tried putting it on the plastic and it didn't show up, and I forgot to put it on the card underneath. I think one thing we could do is, if we wanted to, is we could put a little glitter on those candles, but I'm going to leave that for now. Look at these other, I don't know, Dave just got up to get some glitter, so we'll see. Oh, no, something else. So look at these other Puffin cards. Isn't that so fun? This one I will add a little Wink of Stella on, because it just calls for the little bit of, and I'm going to actually make it look like the flame is going wild, even though there's only 3 candles on there. You can see it a little bit sparkly. So just pulled out some other Puffin cards. This one was made by Sue Nernberger. I made that one. And this one was made by Sandy McManus. So just the Puffins. And this paper that we're using behind here is that designer series paper that you can get as a hostess, or if you spend $150 or more, you could get that, you could purchase that as one of your items. So isn't that so fun, Dave? When you start scurrying, it makes me not nervous, but like, what are you doing? What are you looking for? So there's my Party Puffin card. The Puffins are so much fun. They are just a hoot. Oh, I got to show you this one. Sorry. You know, I told you I'm obsessed with the fish, right? Make a wish. Ta-da! Oh, yes, Dave. That's what he was hunting for. So, ha 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 ha. Can't get one by this guy. So these are the new epoxy and silver. They come in two colors together.
With the teardrops.
Yes, but they're teardrop. Look at you. Here.
Maybe I can't
Yep.
see them.
So if I put it under here, can you see that a little bit better?
Yep. Hold
Okay.
on.
Oops. Yes, they're teardrop shape. All right, check this. Yes, Dave, that is the way to go. Look at how fun that would be. I'm telling you, I don't. His brain goes in different ways than mine, which is why this works, right? How cute is that with a little bit of something on there? That's fun. I like that it's 3D. You know, it's anytime a card has something that makes me want to go, what is that? I love that. Super fun. Thanks, Dave. That was awesome. All right, I love it. Let me tell you about some classes coming up. The first one is Quick Stamp. It is on July 8th. These are the cards we're making. So we've got our little Party Puffins and our happy birthday with our spiral die. So these are the cards we're making for Quick Stamp. You do need to register, but then it is held live here in the studio. So I look forward to seeing you here, which is great.
Our first live event in way over a
Too
year.
long. Our first live event in too long. Last night I had, like I said, I had the demonstrators over, but the first live customer event in a very long time. So that is Quick Stamp. Make sure you sign up and get registered at register.thestamperstudio.com. And then the other class we have is our, this one is called our Notes of Cheer. I'm just going to show you the cards we're going to make. This one comes with everything you need to make 3 of each of these cards. Isn't that so pretty? Look at that. Ah. And there's not actually stamping involved in this one because everything, the sentiments are all stamped for us, except for the extra cards I send you. Look at the gems. Aren't they stunning? I love this one. And then these are the 2 I'm going to send you that you'll be able to make. I'll send you all the products. You just have to have ink because we're going to use, this is one of the pieces, this piece right here. You're going to use that as a template to make your butterflies. Ooh. And then this is part of the cardstock or part of the designer paper that comes in it. And then that's the other card. So these are the 2 extra cards I will send for you to make. All the supplies will be included except for the ink. All right, and that one is on July 22nd. It's only $15 and it will be virtual class or video live. So
Video tutorial.
Virtual class live or video tutorial. I said those backwards. All right, friends, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I am just looking for some other people to share the Stampin' Up! Opportunity, the Stampin' Up! Craft with. So if you have friends who you think might like to craft, would you send them my way? Email me, text me, whatever. And I have some new catalogs coming out for the holiday mini catalog and celebration. So I want to get those sent to them if they're interested. All right? Thanks for joining us today. We love you and happy stamping.